Good afternoon, Joe Roble here, back again with Dr. Newhafen of NWIChiropractic.com.
Hi.
Oh, Doctor, today Doc's going to talk a little bit about neck pain and why people experience neck pain and possibly some cures. So, how are we doing today, Doctor?
I'm doing well. Thanks,
Excellent.
Joe.
Excellent. Why don't you go ahead and tell the good people of the world a little bit about neck pain?
Well, neck pain is one of the leading types of pain in the entire world. And in my opinion, a lot of that comes because we sit a lot. You know, as a species, we weren't really designed to sit a lot. So just like in my last video that we talked about low back pain, sitting being one of the common reasons for that, the same can be said for neck pain. You know, we just weren't made to sit. So a lot of us sit at a computer or in our car, and if I can provide an example, you know, good posture would essentially be this. Well, a lot of times our back is slouched and our neck is out here like this. Well, I don't know about you, but this doesn't look real good to me. You guys who are watching the video, you can, make your own call on that compared to this, which is where our neck is supposed to be. And so when our posture is bad and our neck is out here, what happens then when we try and move our neck is we become very limited because we're only moving from the upper parts of our neck instead of when we sit. And if you watch me try and extend, that's all I got. So now if I sit upright, a huge difference when I bend my head backwards because we're using the upper mid-back as well as the neck to move, and not just the little bitty upper part of the neck that we use when we sit in a very slouched posture. And so posture is just one part of it, sitting, but essentially we're not utilizing our full body, our neck, our mid-back like we're supposed to, which can eventually lead to pinched nerves, bone-on-bone arthritis, bone spurs, a lot of muscle tension in the upper traps and the neck, and headaches, and all kinds of other neck-related symptoms.
Interesting. With so many of us, confined to a desk and a computer, and of course commuting and driving, I could totally see that being a problem. Are there any exercises or tips that they could perhaps do at home to maybe alleviate some of that? Because I know for myself, I'm constantly cracking my neck. So I feel like I need that sort of release. Is cracking your neck good for you? One, and two, are there good exercises you can do to help prevent neck pain?
Both great questions, Joe. I'll tell you, loosening up the body is a good thing, but a lot of times when you crack your own neck, what you're actually doing is mobilizing segments that are already hypermobile or that already have too much movement. And that's where a professional like myself comes in, is because the problem a lot of times isn't where you have too much movement, it's the problems where you're not moving enough. And once again, we've all have seen people that have a little hump on the back of their neck. That's a great example of a segment that just isn't moving enough. It's kind of stuck like a jammed finger. And I don't care how hard you crack it or you try and crack it, you're going to have a really tough time getting that area to move. And that's where you really need the motion. So, is cracking your neck good for you? I can't say it is, mostly because you're not really addressing the area that needs it when you do that.
Gotcha.
Part two, are there some things you can do? Absolutely. I talked a little bit about posture support in the low back pain video. Good posture doesn't just, that support is not only for the low back, but it's for the neck. So if I just arch my back, my neck posture also improves. So using a low back support in your car, at your computer desk, just thinking more ergonomically, or thinking more about using some kind of posture support. The average person, if I tell you to think about your posture after 10 seconds, you're slouched again. So it's not enough just to think about posture. You have to use something. And then another quick tip. One book that I have here is called Treat Your Own Neck by a great man named Robin McKenzie. It's available on Amazon, different bookstores, all over the internet. And what it does is it will take somebody through some of the various causes of neck pain, as well as some various tips and exercises Here's an example of what's called a cervical retraction exercise. And this book is just for, I think it's maybe around $15 or $20. Just a great resource and a great place for people to start if they're having a little bit of neck pain. But what I would caution is that, this is typically for people that aren't in, severe pain. But if you've had pain longer than 48 hours, I would definitely recommend that you seek out professional help. Pain and tightness lasting longer than 48 hours is not normal, and that is where typically you need somebody else to evaluate you and take a look at you.
It makes sense to me. Every time we meet, I learn more and more. So, any closing remarks or anything? If anyone was experiencing neck pain, for example, what would be the best course of action? How can they find you?
Once again, my name is Dr. Robert Newhalfen of Northwest Indiana Chiropractic. You can call my office to schedule a consultation or a visit at 219-322-6942. You can also take a look, get a little bit of background about me and some of the various techniques I use on my website at nwichiropractic.com.
Excellent. Give Dr. Bob a call and check out his website. He's a great doctor and he can help you out a lot.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Take care.